Hey everyone, everybody here, and today I'm going to be looking at Funko's Savage World Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. And this is like Funko's little He-Man look-alike type line. They make all the characters have these big beefy bodies like He-Man does. Now this guy, see, he comes with a couple accessories. He's got his machete and an axe. And if we turn it around, we can actually see that there are 5 total figures for this line. We have Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Pinhead, Michael Myers, and Leatherface. Alright, so why don't we get him out of the package and take a closer look. Alright, well here's Jason Voorhees out of the package. Now, Funko's Savage World is actually kind of like, if you've ever seen their DC Primal Age figures, they just take existing property, like they did with DC, and they take all these characters and make them extra buff, and they usually have some kind of a theme, and so they're all kind of dressed up in like ragtag, kind of like, I want to say barbarian looking, well, at least for the DC and some of these ones, but like with the Pinhead, he still pretty much looks like Pinhead. Nothing really changed on him. And Michael Myers, he's pretty much the same too, except he has the cut-off sleeves. Freddy Krueger, he looks a little different. I mean, granted, they're all beefy looking, but this is like just a nice figure. I really do like it. Of course, I only really get the figures that I like. I don't collect a whole line of anything just because. Alright, so why don't we talk about, articulation. He doesn't have much. Really basic. You can turn his head all the way around. Same with the arms, torso, and the legs. Oh, get his arm out of the way. Ooh! Yeah, and they do come off. I ran into that with the DC Primal Age figures. I mean, they just snap back in, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not like it's getting broke, but I just imagine the more it comes off, the less likely it's going to stay on when you want it to. It'll make the joint loose. So, there's only 6 areas that can move on him. But he does look good. Like, I like the green they used. This, like, kind of like a dirty, I want to say forest green. I don't know, but it's like, so most of it is like this kind of a darker. You have a little bit of a light. You got down here and where I guess the fur would be on his boots. He has this cool brown chest belt thing. Alright, so let's talk about some details on him. Well, I like the eyes. I like how they didn't just pretty much just paint it black. It is painted black, but it's set in. So that's pretty cool. Like, take this to see. So it does go on a bit. So that makes it look even better with the black in there. And then, of course, you have the little triangle there. All the little classic holes on his mask. I like how they left a big portion out so you can actually see his mouth in there. You see the deformed face, his ears missing. If you turn him around, you can see his spine. You'll see some rib cages right there. And it looks like a broken rib, maybe. I don't think that'd be part of a shoulder blade. It's too low. And he got a chain around his leather belt. Just a nice looking figure. Now, the things I have a problem with it is, well, this isn't supposed to be there, from what I can tell. This brown splotch. So it looks kind of like I could scrape it off, but I shouldn't have to do that. Looks like when they were painting, maybe up here, or the belt here, some of it just dripped down. Alright, so besides that little paint problem there, the other thing is they don't have, I don't know if it was supposed to be on purpose, but the shading for the body, like the skin tone, doesn't match everywhere. I don't really know how, yeah, you can see it. If you look here, his hand matches right here around his shoulder, but then if you look here, it's pink. And that's just kind of strange. Like, the pink here lines up kind of with the rest of the body. Like, even up here, this is a different tone than this. You would think they would have kept those the same. But, so here, like I said, you get, like, the whiter and then pink. If you go to this arm, pink shade, and then the whiter hands. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they did that. Like I said, I don't know if it was intentional or what. But that's kind of strange. Yeah, whatever. I still like the figure. And that's all that really matters. You buy them because you like them. Now, he has the 2 accessories. He's got his machete. Let's put that right on in. Oop. Doesn't sit too nice. Kind of. Oop. Yeah, it's just kind of loose in his hand. So, I don't know. Not too happy about that. But then he also has his axe. And it's not like I'm bending the fingers out of the way to get the weapons in. So it's not like I'm loosening it. I'm carefully getting it in there. But, same thing. And this, I don't know, it just goes all the way down to the base. Or to the blade. That's just, The hand should be a little bit tighter for the grip. But you can do both hands. And it's the same thing. It's not like one hand is, closed more than the other. But not bad. Now, I'm not going to get all the figures of this line. Just like I wouldn't with pretty much any line of toy that I collect. Or action figure. But I definitely think I'm going to get the Freddy Krueger. And I'm thinking Pinhead. Michael Myers and Leatherface, I was never really a fan of those two. I like the movies, don't get me wrong. I watch all horror movies. But those two slashers, I just don't know. I like him because he starts off as like, I want to say, a normal slasher villain. And then he becomes like this supernatural entity where he can seemingly like warp to his enemies. And alright, well, that's just been my review on Funko's Savage World, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below. And hey, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.